The voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM, Indiana in the Morning, brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. And with us this morning to bring us up to date on everything we need to know about White Township is Milt Lady, the manager of White Township. Milt, good morning and welcome back to the program.
Yes, good morning, Chuck. Good to be here.
I know summer's winding down, but that doesn't mean your job list is getting any shorter, is it?
No, we're keeping moving, trying to finish some things up before school buses start rolling, and we should finish up our contracted paving work. They either finished up yesterday or we'll wrap it up today, so we're glad to get that done.
What's the last section of paving in White Township?
They were doing White Farm Road and Pine Crest up there.
Up behind Indiana High School?
Yep, so that should be wrapping it up and moving on. We did about 9,400 lineal feet this year, so about $300,000, 8 streets. So,
okay.
Yeah, they did a nice job.
Of course, the folks at PennDOT are hard at work paving. Some of their roads come through White Township. Does that affect your crews at all or anything that you guys have to do for that?
This project did not. When they do the widening project out by Walmart and the Eaton Park intersection there, we have to move a sewer line to accommodate that widening project. So there's a cost sharing there between us and PennDOT, but that's another year or two down the road.
Right, that won't be happening not until at least next year, right?
Next year there's some utility work. I think it's going to be the following year when they do more of the road work. Okay,
as we turn our attention now to the end of summer, beginning of fall, of course, the winter weather is not that far ahead of us at this point. What things do you and your folks at White Township start to get ready for?
Well, we try to make our stormwater issues, get the cross pipes fixed because, you get icy conditions and get those plugged. That can create some flooding issues. But seems anymore that the stormwater's a year-round activity trying to replace those pipes. But we did get our word. Our salt contract came in for our salt deliveries. Unfortunately, the price went up pretty drastic. Wasn't happy to see that yesterday, but almost a 30% increase in our salt that we have to buy. That's almost a $50,000 hit right there. But it is what it is. You have to deal with it. But that was bad news yesterday. But,
well, that means we need a 30% milder winter.
Well, we might hope for that. Yes. Good luck on that one. Yeah.
Now, I understand, I think throughout the last several months, you've been doing some work on some retention ponds.
Yes.
In the township. How did that go?
We've been buying some of the retention ponds that take on our street water. They've been put in by developers over the years. They have to make sure they're up to engineering specs before they turn them over to us. But we're trying to make those work harder, so to speak. Basically hold more water when we get a big significant rain event to help downstream flooding issues. Typically, we found out that the retention ponds don't hold nearly the amount of water they were designed to, whether the outlet structure is too big or whatever. So that's our goal, is to make them have a higher capacity to kind of help the residents and property owners in that area.
Now, most of those are just made out of earth and ground?
Yes.
Right?
Yep. They're earth ground, put in usually a vacant lot that are built, that are planned ahead.
Mm-hmm. And that means that probably every so often they need to be cleaned out, get some of that high stuff cut away. And
yes, the sediment comes in there, so they need cleaned out. But before we take them over, they have to meet all those requirements. And then we're basically orificing the outlet structures to get them to hold more. We're cutting down on the outlet size of the pipes.
White Township Manager Milt Lady, our guest this morning here on Indiana in the Morning. Are there any major construction projects on the schedule for White Township?
For the township, there's construction going on in the township. We got the Burger King going up. You got the Alice Paul House, Kohl's, Urban Outfitters. Phase 2 is going in. That's another 230,000 square feet being added on. That'll make it a million square foot facility. That's going on. They're supposed to be opening the end of this month, August. We also have some sewer projects, Fulton Run. That construction started on July 25th and is moving at a pretty fast pace. We're still engineering our 286 East Airport Road sewer extension project. Construction on that may start next year, hopefully. So yes, there's quite a bit of construction activity in the township itself.
We always like to remind folks, residents of White Township, who would like to know and stay up to date on things that are happening, attend your White Township meetings. Those are open for everybody, right?
They are. They're public meetings. They're regularly scheduled. Supervisors are the second and fourth Wednesday of every month, except I think in November we only have one, and then December's a different schedule. But you can check our website. Also, we have Planning Commission, and that's the second Tuesday of every night. We have one tonight. Nothing big on the books, possibly approval of a final minor subdivision on Warren Road to be approved. Mm-hmm. But yes, public's invited to those meetings for sure.
How's the condition of the equipment out at White Township? You guys are in pretty good shape there?
We are. We have a big truck down right now that with our paving project, we just haven't had time to get on it and get it fixed. But our equipment, we have some good mechanics on the crew, so we try to keep them up to snuff.
Mm-hmm. Is the township doing any hiring at the present time?
I'm looking for a records management clerk, part-time work, 20 to 30 hours a week. So anybody interested? It's basically we're archiving a lot of our records electronically. We have so much papers in our office. We just need to get them all electronically stored.
Yeah, that way you don't have to build another storage building.
That's right.
Right? Anything else that you'd like the folks to keep in mind this morning?
Recreation-wise,
yes,
the arena is... we will be making ice this week. That's already come. Summer's over when we fire up the ice machines. But we have IUP coming back. They use the facility for their hockey team, and also the youth hockey run some camps here the last week of summer. So they'll be in full swing come the 1st of September.
I know we had some wet weather in the early part of the summer. How did that affect the activity at the baseball fields in that area?
We were able to get some renovation work done out there. I mean, it put a hamper on some activities, but all in all, it was pretty good. The guys kept busy mowing way too much, but that's just part of having those grassy parks.
We invite, and encourage folks to stop out to the White Township Recreation Complex if they have not already done so, because you have activities and special things that take place out there all year long.
We do. We've kind of taken over most of the recreation programming from the Rec Commission. It's no longer an organization, so we're running a lot of new activities out there. I suggest you get on the whitetownship.org website and check recreation. A lot of new. We're trying to introduce a lot of new opportunities to get our youth and adults involved in some leisure activities. So please check it out.
I know lots of walks and benefit runs like to start and end out at the S&T complex.
Yes, it's a good place. Lots of parking. It's all pretty level, all ADA accessible. So stop out, take a look, and take a walk around the park.
Well, Milt, it sounds like it's been a busy summer for you and your crew at White Township. And as you just mentioned, you have your list of assignments all ready for the fall and into the winter.
We do. And I just caution everybody, there's still a lot of construction work going on out there. So keep your eyes, watch out for the slow-moving vehicles and the workers out there. And we want everybody to be safe.
And, of course, school is just around the corner.
That's right. Watch out for the yellow buses and flashing lights.
All right. Milt Lady, White Township Manager. Good to talk with you, Milt. And thank you so much for stopping by.
Have a good week.
I will. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. We are Indiana in the Morning, and we are brought to you by the folks at First Commonwealth Bank. Hope